Alright, we're back. Man, I forgot how taxing this was on my throat. This is the real reason why. It's been a year since I have streamed. It's been 2 years since I have streamed this game because it was so taxing on my throat. Will not worry, convey. Mr. Klein, please call your witness.
This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand.
Ooh. What's with the stiff silence? My long career as judge, I have yet to be deceived by many witnesses. It was my job to take no one at their word. In your case, I must admit you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. Oh no! Wait.
Judge, you seem to take everyone at their word.
We're gonna have such a hard time. I can't believe he actually said that.
Now then, witness, could you please say your full name?
Hitler! Oh, sweet. There's no need to be nervous.
If anyone says anything new, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size.
I will bash them with my gun. I love how they look straight at me when they say that.
Thank you for calming my nerves. You're all so nice. I feel almost right at home. Not at all!
It was nothing!
We may move on now. What is your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University.
Hey, I'm also in literature. Wait. And that's the only syllables we have. No, I might have a little bit of a shyness, but that's it. That is it.
I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here, your noble president. The honor is all mine!
No, the honor is all mine. Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. What? I'm very confused, Sarah. I'm clearly not understanding this expression, and I'm not sure if I want to, honestly.
Sir? Is there something I can help you with?
Just do whatever. Like, just go on and say whatever's on your mind.
I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Fenny.
Fenny? That's what you call him? Not Nick. Or Nix. Fenny? Well, I mean, also, at least you're defending him, but something's not right here. Like, I'm fairly certain she's guilty. I'm with me on this, that she's somehow connected to that murder that happened. I just don't know gonna try and make... I guess she's gonna try and do... I guess she's gonna try and be like, oh, it's an accident, Your Honor. Yes, yes, I can see why you would say that. She's gonna be a tough witness, alright? It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them around her little finger. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let us hear about what you witnessed the day of the incident, if you please. What I witnessed? I've been planning to go back to Phoenix Place after her class was over. Me and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. Collapsed? That's when Finny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities. Judge, please tell me you've come back to your senses? I don't want to say, according to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant don't do anything wrong. Yeah, young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how the hot flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it's my job to discover the truth. Please, tell us the truth. But I would never. That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. You haven't changed a bit, Mia Fey. What's this? So you two are acquainted? Yes, we've met before. Once. In any case, Miss Fay, the floor is all yours. It's good to see you again, Madam Fay. Madam! Wait, hold up. Is she... Wait. What? Okay, this has got to do with her mystic powers and whatnot. I'm just... I just don't... I'm so confused here. Let's just begin. Madam, I'm no one's grandma yet, girlie. What I witnessed. Yeah, I already know what I need to press. Yeah, I have. Where is Phoenix Wright's testimony? So question about you. Who was sitting? Hang on. Shoot, who was sitting with the victim? Oh, okay. Ooh, now I'm not so sure. Well, yeah, I'm gonna present this. I'm fairly certain this is what contradicts. Well, okay, I'm gonna save after this. Hey, you're the one who's supposed to know. I'm sorry. I thought for sure that would be it. Maybe I have to press her?
Hold it!
You're saying that the venom just collapsed on its own?
Here, yes. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim, is that right? I was watching the whole time. Fiend never did a thing to Dougie.
Must have no go reflex, so the judge will get angry at me. So what should I do about her testimony just now? Show contradiction. Okay. So that's annoying.
Well, that's not very becoming Miss Hawthorne, so let's drop them, shall we? Well, what? I would never.
Miss Fate, I will not allow you to badger this witness.
I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is, she is supporting.
Well, please so clearly for that. I've just done my job badly. You're doing it badly.
Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Sowell's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did in fact push the victim. What? There's no need to try and cover up for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth.
There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw.
Yes, Your Honor. I will, if you don't mind. I'd like to revise my testimony. Well, it looks like we're finally getting somewhere. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie.
Okay. Interesting. I think we are very... I think I can handle like 2 more penalties and then after that it was the case. It's not what I want. I see the moment you pushed Dougie. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either. I went to go and find someone else. Okay.
Hold it! So then, what did it look like they were doing to you? I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation.
Oh, give me a break.
That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all?
No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Mr. George. Now then, please proceed with your testimony.
Hold it!
You didn't see it?
Well, I saw the moon when Dougie fell to the ground.
At the time, it was only the 2 of us, see?
The defendant gets to Phoenix Wright and the victim down Swallow? Yes, that's right. Hold it!
Why do they call the authorities? You say students, you mean students from the college department?
Because they're all very fond of their drugs.
They just try to stay on topic.
Some pharmacology. So to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct? That's what I was planning to do, but in the end, I wound up not going. Like about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow they all seemed to know what was going on.
Wait. Yeah, Yeah, we're gonna press for more details. Like, how would they know what's going on? If you ran to go get them. Look at how good the students have known what's going on. Exactly! I mean, that's what I want to know. Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what had happened. It's just, they all seem kind of excited about something. It doesn't look like I'm going to get any more info about the students. So did the students call the police? Yes, I was so panicked. Yes, well, anyone would have been, my dear. The girl, she's telling a super obvious lie, she knows it. You're just pretending to protect Mr. Wright. Yeah, look, we're on the same page here. Which, I mean, I'll admit, this is an interesting tactic for her to go. Well, because I was expecting her to accuse Mr. Wright that he did it. Because I fully believe she killed him. And because, like, he was very much trying. I think he was definitely trying to tell him about the necklace. And, like, what she did and whatnot. This has to be it. Way to go, Mia! Okay, that means we're gonna have to dig deep to find the contradiction on this one. Yes, let's put it on. I was mistaken, Phoebe, and then Mr. Wright is in the art department. That's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building? Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese senryu poetry. What is that? Hang on, we're looking up what that is. Senryu poetry. Short variant from structure similar in structure like no, we're not. I don't trust that. The Senryu human. Senryu. Okay, so I am Ryo? It might be Senryu? If that was the one. I don't know, Senryu. Think of it as Haiku's comic cousin. Satirical. So okay, so like the haiku, it follows the 5-7-5 syllable pattern. Huh. So okay, so apparently haikus are meant to be about nature. Or like the subject is about nature, whereas the Senryu is about human nature. haikus are customarily pivots with sun awareness, while the summer is more of a snapshot. So, for example, it's at Futamante Bay, a haiku example. At Futamante Bay, a traveler rips out the plant's flesh and I set out into the fall. That's the haiku. The summer would be, I grab the rubber and find I caught my own son. So that means, or as a man fond of both this woman and Senryu, please remember me. Which means, I think many Westerners also write haiku are often writing Senryu. Okay, so yeah, I've been... Okay, the more you know. I mean, Senryu? Oh, the game... I thought I had the game... Here, I'll turn the game volume down a little bit. Wait, no, hang on, I need to go into options. That's probably more of it. No, that... There's a way to change the volume, right? Also, what? I mean, yes. Yeah, but no, it might be Senryu. I'm not... Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about that. Yeah, like, oh... Yeah. Yes, sorry. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it, I think. Wait, oh no. Game volume, hang on. There we go. That might be better now? Yeah. Okay, yeah, well, I have learned something new now. Well, how wonderful! That humorous yet satirical... I could have just let the game explain it for me. Apparently. I didn't need to go looking it up. Is that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes? Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend. So, alright, I need to read it. There's nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend. That's supposed to be poetry? It sounds more like a midlife crisis. I mean, you're not entirely wrong, Mia. I mean, it is about midlife crisis, so it does give that vibes. For me to get to the art department, I have to walk through that back area. Oh, yes, I see. That makes sense. Wait. Why? What? Wait. So, Phoenix is in the art department, but he's also working to become a lawyer? Okay. Sure, why not? When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors. How else would you enter? Teleportation? Oh, Dahlia is in the art department. Right. Yeah, so I thought she was saying Phoenix was in the art department. Yeah, I guess poetry is an art. I would just more classify that as, like, English. No, but I guess English is like a branch of the arts, if I'm remembering correctly. Or can be considered to be a branch of the arts. It's not at my university, but... But I suppose they could be the same. But no, okay, that makes much more sense. I was very confused about like why Phoenix Wright would be at the art building. But no, if she is at the art building, and that makes sense. Fair enough, fair enough. But regardless, her being at the art department would make a lot more sense than Phoenix being at the art department. So again, behind the building. I guess let's press that. Dougie person. Maya, seriously, you can't figure out who Dougie. You can figure out who Feeny is, but you can't figure out who Dougie is. Oh, I'm sorry, Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago. Yeah, I can show you the evidence in a bit. What were Dougie and Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway? Ooh! We got our stuck. How can you be so mean? Mean? I'm not mean at all! I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be rude and unrefined. That's not. We're not accusing you of being that. We were just wondering if you happened to catch what they were talking about. All right. Plus, if they were arguing, plus when people argue, their voices tend to be raised, which means their voices are louder. And therefore, oh yeah, you're right. Her eyes, they both definitely have contrasts to them. I mean, I know in this case, Phoenix has like this bright pink sweater, but like hairstyle wise, like she has bright red hair. Her eyes have color to them, whereas Phoenix, he's got like black hair, gray eyes, like not a lot of color to him. And they do contrast. You are correct. That's right, Miss Faye. Yeah, right. That's what I was saying. Like with the exception of the sweater, because as we see normally, it's because what he normally wears is blue jacket. Don't drag the witness down to your level. Excuse me. How dare you? Why am I being demonized here? Yeah, get used to it. At least I'm assuming get used to it. Please go on. What did you see? What happened next? Didn't see the moment. I already pressed on that. I pressed on that too. To go find some of our students, and they call the authority. Is there anything else after this? Right, okay. So, okay, I press everything. Honestly, I'll admit, Wright and Co. sounds better. The reason being is mainly because, sound, not even spelling, it's sound, really? Right, as in, correct? Which, is the pun that they're trying to make. It's like right. Like I feel like yes, you are right, and like you are like just right. It sounds a little bit more professional and whatnot. Whereas Faye, it's like mystical, you know, like it feels more like breathy and whatnot. Whereas right sounds a bit more authoritative and more serious sounding. Yeah, I agree. No hate to Faye, right? I agree. Definitely no hate to Faye. Right just sounds, like I said, right sounds more professional. Full name-wise. Okay. What do I have in the evidence? I already used the Phoenix's testimony. Yeah, there's no reason for these two are irrelevant. I'm just getting tongue-tied. Irrelevant for this case. Yeah, so yeah, give me a moment, I will show the clipping, and yeah, we have that, the clipping, well, I mean, irrelevant to the testimony right now, is what I mean for the clipping, but yeah, it's basically, murder in the courthouse, very little information has been disclosed at this time since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. That's what it says. And right now, those are irrelevant to our testimony. They will not help prove anything currently. That's a good question. No, the autopsy does not let you examine it. It just tells you what it is. I don't think I've hit the fancy examining part in this case. There's gotta be... Right, cause... I mean, I thought unless... maybe I didn't press her on this. You didn't see it? Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell on the ground. At that time, to the same defendant... Yeah. No, I have pressed that before. I did... Right, and I pressed on that. Fairly certain I pressed on everything here. You remember? Okay, tell me, cause I'm stuck here. I pressed on everything. The umbrella, this one? Umbrella? Nick's testimony. The victim fell on the ground. There was a loud sound. I have to present it again? Because I never presented it. That's how I got for her to say, oh, I didn't see when he got pushed. That's because before she said, oh, right, she didn't hear that. Okay, I see where you're going with this. Alright. I'm assuming I present that then. There we go. Perfect, thank you. You say you didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct? This is why we got to examine the evidence again. Yes, that's why I was very relaxed looking around at the scenery around me. Yes, I am on the Switch. For this game. Nice! Yeah, I enjoy the Switch. Look out, scenery around me. Hair flick. That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of her boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear that? Are there, I mean, I tend to keep my, I'd say like, I tend to keep my chat PG, but I play teen games, so. Yeah. But that's mainly just because I don't like swearing and whatnot, so. Now, I would not consider my audience 18 plus. No problem. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, there are definitely a lot of 18 plus streamers around there. I completely understand that. Why do you hear this noise as well? Yeah. Yeah, it seems like a lot of streamers are just like, it's like, oh, they swear or, you know, make 18 plus content, and like. Oh, that's cool. Happy early birthday. Well, maybe the noise wasn't just that memorable. Not that memorable. My dude. That noise totally has got to be memorable. Like, ugh. I hate this guy. Well, according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise, like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. May I have a moment to answer? But by all means. I know the reason, but I didn't hear the noise. I swear, if you say that you had headphones in. You see, the truth is, I do not have Switch Online. I don't pay for the service. I just don't have any. I just don't really have any games with online play to them. So I don't. Yeah, I just don't have it. I just don't see the need to have it when I have no games that I play online with on the Switch. All my online games are PC. You see? Oh, I don't have Mario Kart on the Switch.
See, the truth is, I have my head. Yeah! What did I say? Hey. I'm psychic. That's what I'm becoming. Headphones? You mean that both of your ears are covered? The room's just begun to let up, but it seemed as though Fuller wasn't ready for his fun to come out with. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and light. Yeah, that thunder line is gonna come back. That's gonna come back somehow. Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. Keep that in mind. So I put my headphones on to block it out. Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in our testimony after all. Wait a second, Mia, that testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case. There was lightning. That's gotta be. That would change the case. It's because he was electrocuted. At least that's what I'm going with. After a scum save. Your Honor, there is a problem with the witness's testimony. What do you mean? Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct? Yes, what about it? Yes, what about it? Well, lightning is actually a large charge of electricity in the atmosphere. Am I right? No, that was not the time for a science lesson, Miss Faye. Yes, it is. Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, is that possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? Oh, wow. I must admit the thought had not occurred to me. Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? Mia, that is what we are all wondering. We've been wondering that from the first two games. This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, the victim of a stray bolt. It may appear that the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental? Alright, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking that not guilty verdict now if you know! I'm hurt that you have such an opinion of me, so yeah. I'm not a fan. So this music is gonna play throughout the entire game. Then it's not just for Mia. Then this is the soundtrack for the entire game. Cause yeah, I'm also not a huge fan of this soundtrack either. Well, I don't really, yeah. Okay, well, I'll have to see you for whenever I do the next trial. I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye. It's because you're the tutorial. Fair enough. Fair enough, I understand. Huh? I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on the day of that location. Oh, look! And you said there were no contradictions in her testimony. Looks like you found a contradiction. What? What's the matter? evidence that the electric cable is definitely linked to this case.
True. True, she did not say lightning struck near her. Yeah, true. Well, plus, and thunder indicates how loud, how far away lightning is too. So yeah, it's true. To be fair, she did not say that lightning was struck near her. So I get why he was saying that, but thought of that theory. Like, it's a reasonable theory to conclude. Dude, it's just the evidence just doesn't support it.
Evidence, Mr. Pine? Well, what is this evidence? This Adavit.
And who is this Adavit from?
The pharmaceutical students who are conducting experiments in their lab that day. Allow me to read out the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden around 3 p.m. that day.
That's why the students probably ran out. Because if all the equipment labs lost power, you'd want to go and find out what the source is. And fix it. So, was it a blackout? On the left equipment run high voltage, Your Honor.
So you're saying the Christmas lost power because... Precisely! They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m., which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report. Exactly! In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable.
The immortal Talon, hello, welcome.
According to the students, the cables were very old.
They probably should have gone replaced, but, you know, probably didn't have the funding for it, so.
Oh.
I don't, that's probably, I'm not sure. It is probably due to, it's probably because it's close to a swear. Yeah, I know why. It's because the first part of the pronunciation is abbreviation for a swear word. That's why. That's why it did it. Yeah, Automon isn't always the best, but... Because, yeah, no, I block swear words on here, so... That's why. Or anything swear adjacent, so...
Repent? I have a place in the near future.
What's the near future? I see.
Apparently the cables have become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break. Wait.
Yeah, that is going to be relevant. Student's testimony added to the court record. Okay. Okay. That is going to be useful. However, there is one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, Then it wouldn't have snapped if it had been bumped into, correct? Well, I suppose you could say that. Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable? Your Honor? I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Very well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? Okay. So, it could be the umbrella. I'm also, however, tempted to say it was her, because I know she's somehow related to the murder, but I'm not sure if we have the evidence. Yeah, I don't think it's her. Yeah, that's not, I don't think we have enough evidence to say, oh, it's her. Let's check. I mean, it might be the umbrella. I think it was her. Yeah. I mean, concern says who. Let me just double check. Okay. You know what? I think this might get me penalized. We'll see. I'm gonna say it's him. This is it. This is why the cable snapped. Well, Your Honor. I believe that the only thing that snapped is the mind of the defense. Well, it is late in my defense. Oh, that was one of your best lines. Yeah, Your Honor. Stop giving him false flattery, please. It's really annoying. Ouch, that was hard. Please, Your Honor, give me one more chance. Please, are you gonna penalize me? Okay. Here, I'm not getting penalized. Let's phone with the watch. Yeah. Yes, I can. The cable broke at 2:55 p.m. Stopped at the victim's time of death. I'm gonna go with the umbrella. That's the. I mean, I'm not gonna lose points for it. It can't hurt. No, okay. Well, you know what? We're just gonna. When in doubt, press everything. Especially when you're not gonna get penalized for it. Alright. Did you break the vase so the person bumped you? Oh! Good that's a great philosophical question. Alright. That is a philosophical question. Personally, I would say you both broke the vase, but that is just me. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So that's what it... Yay! Maximilian... hang on. I gotta see. Galactica, thank you for the follow. Hello. Hey, the owl does reaction. This is, Nyx. She glows up, yeah. She glows up when there's, when there's a follow. When people follow, so. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, it glows different colors for like raids, follows, things like that. Well, I'm sorry Nyx is giving you the stare. She'll go back to sleep eventually. Alright, I'm sorry, Phoenix. We gotta throw you under the bus. Listening back to Mr. Wright's testimony, the defense testimony, he said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened around the time of 3 p.m., correct? Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that? Lab equipment lost power at 2:55 am, which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright that caused the power outage. Yes, the prosecution also came to that conclusion. And it was that very shout that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted. That's not what we're saying. Right, I can't agree with you there, Mr. Pine. Well, what's that supposed to mean? Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right, the victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break. Well, that makes sense, and then the victim was electrocuted. I love that swoop of the bangs, it's just such a fun little animation. I'm sorry, Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by its severed cable in the foreground here. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. Order in the court. The lamentations of my enemy, how I've longed to hear them. It's true, the defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any way the defendant, Mr. Judge, sir? May I say something? The Madam Attorney's explanation. She said some things that are a little bit different than I remember them. Oh, now you remember something different, huh? Well, what? What? What the? Please, just once more. But may I please testify one last time, please, Mr. Judge? No, also, I forgot. Also, Wahi-man? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize for that. Thank you for the follow. I forgot to thank you for that as well. So, of course, it's alright. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony. This is it. She finally started to show her true colors. I see your true colors shining. Yeah. Well, I'll take better than most.
The truth is, Finny pushed him twice. Why, hey! Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, wah. Like, hey. Yeah, hey there, okay. Okay, so there's just a missing H. I gotcha, okay. I getcha. Yep, here it comes. Here's what I was expecting. Wahee. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that is weird. But no, here's the testimony I was expecting her to give. The first time was into the electrical, that's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him, but Furry caught up and crashed into him from behind. Cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted all occurred in less than a minute. So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away. And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time. I'm so sorry, Finny, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge? Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Part 2. Yeah, we're gonna... Well, we will press on everything. Who say you trust me so far? Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Feeny. Feeny! So that's why you basically lied in the court? Yeah, the autopsy once more. Yes! That is not what I meant to press. Watch again, yes. Victim's watch stopped at the time of death. No, look, it's fine. Like, look, it's completely fine. I was bad girl. I know, Mr. Judge? Yes? Would you please forgive little old me? Old? You're only 20! That's not old! If you're old, what am I? I'm older than that. Oh, but it keeps making that noise. Oh well. Of course he won't. What he did is called perjury. Oh, come on. It's just a little old white lie. Well, look, if 23 is old, then everyone past that must be ancient, alright? Oh, forgot it, that's one. Please be more careful with that, alright? Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge. Oh. The judge better be more careful himself. The dark alley is friendlier than that girl. That was when the cable broke. Okay. The issue here is that she got pushed. I'm gonna try the best to run away from him. So let me get this straight. You were happily listening to your material they watched the scene on phone. Miss May, I'll have to ask you to stop badgering the witness. It's literally your job! just stand there and cheer
them on? I hit the wrong thing. Oh. Well. True. Fair, I suppose from that perspective, I could see why you would think I was old. Cheer them on? What do you mean by that?
Well, I wish for the best for them both and that they would give each other the fight they're old.
That's very sweet of you to be supportive. I accept your apology. I'm not too hurt by it. No, but I accept your apology.
I suppose I'm...
Well, hurt isn't the right word, but like, you didn't, like, I'm not upset of it, if that makes sense. It's funny, I'll back myself into, no, I'm not that fast of a talker, or I can't keep up with the wicked witch of the witness stand. I cannot keep up with her. What happened after that? I tried keeping up with her. I could not. Crash into him from behind. Okay. Both of these. Yeah, both of these are.
That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints found on the back of his leather jacket?
Well, no, there weren't.
Madam Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully?
I said that I crashed into him from behind, right? Of course, let's get on technicality.
My feeling wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he?
Looks like a better one. Yeah, let's also get that.
Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted?
What I want to know is...
I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away.
You were cheering them on and then you turned your eyes away, girl! It's understandable. Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold. Guys, please. Oh, gosh. There's a contradiction here. It's all over. Yes, somewhere. I know. Okay. I know. The thing is, if Phoenix pushed Doug. Yeah, I do have an idea. So if Phoenix pushed Jug into the electrical wire, Phoenix himself should have also been electrocuted. Himself, which proves that he wouldn't have, or like he should have at least received some sort of shock himself. Well, if they were both touching each other, or they both would have gotten hit by the thing. Because she hasn't said crash into it behind. Because she didn't say that, like, Phoenix grabbed the cable and electrocuted. Like, him. him. So like if both Phoenix, that's my thing is if Phoenix Wright and Doug were touching each other, if one of them got electrocuted, the other should have gotten electrocuted as well, because they were in touching range and they weren't transferred. They weren't. Oh wait, no. You're right. No, okay. That I couldn't figure out how to prove it anyway, so. That was I was like, I don't have any evidence to put that. The main contradiction I think is that she said this, that she was cheering them on. Like, it's a when I press her that the contradictions show up, and I can't on two different things, but they don't stick. So I also can't figure it out. Yeah, time of wire snap, yeah. Snap at 2. Oh! Wait a minute. Hang on. I think I figured it out. Hang on. It all occurred in less than a minute. That could not have been the case. Now then, the question is, what is... There are two possible evidences. I'm gonna go with this. That's enough, witness. I'm afraid I don't understand. You within a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? Oh, that medicine! That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold. It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. One or the other. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's the thing. I wasn't sure if it would be one or the other. Or if it would be like, oh no, you chose the right one, even though it's possibly two. You know, so if it's something like it could be one of these two, I like to save just in case. It's like, oh, you chose the wrong one accidentally. That's what was the victim. In other words, 3:05 p.m. Wait. But it said the time of death was at 3 p.m. It couldn't have been 3:05. Regardless, it's still correct. It's fine. Yes, and your point is, Miss Faye? My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping? Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:25 a.m. Yarg! Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow. This is nonsense. The real murderer? Objection! I mean, you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for. Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it? There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene. Was there a window of opportunity for the real killer? Besides by chance, but okay, that makes sense. What are the exact times? that makes sense. Yeah, anyway, it could also just be a typo. It happens. That's not the important part. The important part is the time period, is the fact that there was a gap of time and that there was a contradiction. So, Miss Spotted, is the defense ready to indicate someone as the serial killer? Yes, we are.
It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Yes, Your Honor, we're ready. Very well, but remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. And think very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye. Now, Miss Faye, let's have it. Who is the real killer? Yes, Maya Faye! Who is it even here?
Surely have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne. How dare you? How could you?
The defense grasping at straws.
No, we're not. Time has passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you.
Order, order, Miss Faye! Well, what? I mean, what? That's to say,
Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two-men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Tall to his death by your very own hand. How can you say something so mean, Madam Faye? I didn't do anything.
yeah, oh yeah, I don't have... What? Wait, you can get... I didn't realize that people could get channel points from watching me. So... I assumed you had to have hit affiliate for that to happen. Oh, interesting. Well... I didn't yeah. Well, good to know. I did not know that was a thing. I guess I will have to set something up. Set that up eventually. Because I didn't know I could have those, so... Your Honor, please, I have something to say. Phoenix, no! What are you doing? Probably. I wouldn't be against having a hydrate option. Yeah, I honestly don't know, yeah, I'd have to figure out options. Because besides hydrate, I honestly don't know what else I would do. Spam hydrate. Look, hydrate will have a cooldown. I can't drink that much water for all in one go. Please, I have Phoenix, but yeah, no, Phoenix. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Save. Yeah, I mean, I do have a couple of games. I won't be able to save for, like, online games, but I won't be against save reminders either. Although, I'm pretty good at saving, though. Anyway. Like I said, something I'll think about later. Your Honor, please, I want to say something. Anyway, Phoenix, no, be quiet. Do not get involved. We are trying to save your life here. What does that? Please check everything the defense said. What? No! No, the character's mouth is open. It's mouth open. Because yeah, if you see here, it's thin lips. So it's yeah, so that's just her mouth open. And I think actually, yeah, if you see yeah, right here you can tell that there's teeth. So and whatnot. So yeah, no, that's just tongue and whatnot. So what the? Are you daft? You are totally wrong, Miss Hey. Oh, Phoenix. Right? Oh, Phoenix. I'll strangle you. You are so naive in this case. Dolly, she... I'm assuming Daft Punk is a band? Daft Punk's a band, right? Or is that a type of music? Or is that like a genre of music? She could have done something like that. Daft Punk's a music too. Okay, that's... I was thinking they were like... band is alright thing, but like... You... Like, a music brand. I don't... Maybe, you know, Phoenix, please stop defending the murder victim. That's alright, get back on your side. I love... Wrap up, well, maybe. Maybe. Alright, leave my dolly alone! Sorry, Mr. Phoenix Wright, but we need to. Sigh, that boy has got himself in way over his head. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back! It seems I arrived just in the nick of time. I found the police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping. It's possible. Well, I'd have to know some of the lyrics. I'd have to, like, look up the lyrics or, like, listen to the songs in order to confirm it. And I just don't have time for this right now. No, I need to beat this so that I'm not tired tomorrow. I mean, granted, I don't have class until 2, but that's besides the point. That incident 8 months ago. Oh, thank you. Thank you! This is how I was hoping for. You better take a good look at it. That's the plan. Okay, time of death, 4 p.m. Diego Armando, occupation Lawrence, Dahlia Hawthorne. Or courthouse cafeteria. Yes, we knew that. Ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding their case. The traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or suspected person. It's unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Okay. Hey, okay. Cool. Details how you came to... Her boyfriend? What, this guy? This Diego Armando was her boyfriend? What? Okay. I see now. Okay. I see now why she wanted to take on this case. Okay, it's like, I really couldn't understand why she wanted to. Like, that was the thing, I was like, I thought I couldn't understand why she wanted to defend Phoenix Wright. Now I understand why she wanted this case. Well, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Pan, what do you have to say about this?
Well, Your Honor, May I interrupt you for just a moment, prosecutor? Oh, don't you worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand. So, go right ahead. Matter of fact, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie? Yes, I am. No way of saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright. I told you that you should let me handle this.
Sorry, please go ahead. Oh my gosh, Pain.
How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I ever tried to frame him is ludicrous. This is all too much for poor little me to bear.
I believe the girl's trying to ask what on earth her motive would be.
The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, that same day, the two of them accidentally met.
Your Honor,
the defense requests for testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
for further testimony, what about
the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Well, what could that possibly have to do with this case?
The witness claims that she has no reason to find the defendant, am I correct? I have evidence to suggest that she, in fact, has very good reason.
Very well then, the court grants the defense request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge.
Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. How I met my Feeny. Feeny!
I first met my diamond fan 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this horsehouse basement reading room. The moment I met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day. We're so lovey-dovey, we'll never make people think it's jealousy, I think.
Oh, that was Phoenix. Mr. Wright, do not do that again, or you will be held in contempt of court.
And now we enter the final act of our little drama.
As I used to say in the days of my youth, go get her! How I met my Feeny. Yeah, we know that's true. Okay, so we can't. I guess it would just be this that we'd have to present on the date, right?
Okay. I guess
Let's just press the. We know that's true. So everything else I'm gonna press just to see if there's anything else in here.
Miss Rare, that's a strange fate to meet the love of your life. That's not true, Madam Faye. After all, Feeny was. Feeny was not only an art student, but he was also.
Oh! No, okay. No, he is an art. So he is an art student, but was also planning on becoming a lawyer. Okay, so she was not in the art building. Okay.
Fair enough.
So, fair enough. I mean, why would you? I mean, Phoenix does not seem like the artsy type at all.
Which, I
Yeah, does this mean like he was double majoring? Like, that's what I want to know. Like,
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing a courthouse reading room? This line of question is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with a murder case. It might. Miss Faye, I'm warning you. This has nothing to do with Miss Wallace's case.
I have to remind the judge is on Dahlia's side. I better tread carefully. Let's keep pressing.
Your Honor, if you allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask him to continue on with her testimony.
Very well, young lady. I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing upstairs in the courthouse reading room?
No, please, Your Honor, the answer is simply this. What does Wallace do?
Okay, let's press on that paper.
You are writing a paper on what? On the relationship between modern Senryu poetry, and the criminal underworld.
That sounds like a fascinating research idea.
Am I getting old? Now I've forgotten what I've forgotten. Again with the midlife crisis stuff?
Rio, why did that girl really come to the courthouse? And plus, isn't that what you wanted to know? Speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you?
No, I haven't forgotten.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I completely forgot to check the syllables. You haven't forgotten the police report, have you? I won't throw it off. Don't worry. Where? I haven't forgotten it. Grossberg. I just want to make sure I get all the information before I present it. All right? Let's skip the B. Yeah. Now the answer is obvious, right? I just had to be sure, like. I just have to be sure of like the other thing. All right.
Objection! What do you mean?
Did I put it on the wrong thing? Is that what I did? Right. That's what I'm thinking. I pressed on the wrong thing. Gosh, I'm getting so low. Right, no, I was, yeah. Alright. I'm getting super low. Okay, oh well, that's fine. Okay, so it's, I think I'm supposed to, this is what I'm supposed to object to. I'm assuming. Oh, wait. I am, but I'm good with saving for the most part. Okay, am I supposed to present? It might be this that I'm supposed to present. Fair enough. I wasn't saying I was against the idea. I'm just saying. Okay, so it's either newspaper clipping or the police report. to go with the police report. But if that fails, I will go with the newspaper.
You wanted to hear it because it was super. Did you actually have a much more important reason? Oh, right, no, that explains why she was with that person. What does that cocky smile on your face supposed to say?
Yeah, it clearly calls her by her name, too, right. And it states why she was talking to that guy, too.
Right here in this very house, there was another tragedy. Another tragedy?
Do you mean the incident in which Antonio was poisoned?
Name is suspected and that is said here is listed in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne.
What? No, Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago.
There goes that. Okay, nope. Okay, I think I'm good now. Okay, yep, no, okay. I think that Laura's done retaliating against me.
Just 8 months ago.
I do want to know. I want to know what the importance of that necklace is. Because that necklace has some sort of relevance, and I want to know why. Well, I mean, I think I have a guess of, like, that she got off the lawyer. Maybe she got off the lawyer? I don't think. Yeah, I want to know if that necklace was going to go to Mia or not. That's the main thing I want to know. This is unbelievable. It's true that the loveliest was hiding in the shortest words, but that's not fair. You can't slam my witness with an unrelated case. Winston Pan will not allow it.
Mr. Value, sir, I believe I'm speaking.
Well, pardon me. Go right ahead.
It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me.
Express some interest, huh?
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm not on earth, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit a crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
Lies! I see. Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now I'm just gotta stay on the offensive. Well done, Mia. Oh, you really lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks. Trying to tell which is more flame, spirit or my hemorrhoids? You and your hemorrhoids, sir. Go take ibuprofen. And the sky is brown, right? The poisoning,
I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I went to my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that was lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I don't even know where to get a poison like that.
Wait. It is, hang on. The vial. Is that vial the poison that was used? Which would be why she wanted to give it to the vial of the vial. It's right. So currently, yeah, that would be why she want. Okay, if that's the vial where the poison was held, that explains why she wanted to give it back to Phoenix. Or she gave it to Phoenix because she wanted it off her. But now that it's gone. But Eliza, yeah. I know the vial. I know the liquid isn't gonna, the necklace isn't gonna prove anything, because that hasn't come up yet. This is me just theorizing and jumping to conclusions. Well, that's what happened here, right? Let's go. No, I'm saying I'm saying that I know the I don't know about the necklace. You've heard the words, so she has nothing to do. I think the defense is just got out of tricks. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Penn, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up their sleeve today. I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination. What the? Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger? Because we are. You're showing you're going with a true liar's aura, my dear. A proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing. Save. No, that's not why I'm at the hit. Let's check the police report. Was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. Oh, while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Okay, I see the contradiction. Good, thank goodness I do not have to press her. What? No! Dang, it's the same thing again. Right idea, wrong execution. I guess let's press this. How much liquid is a teaspoon? Well, let me see. 1 bottle of Atos is 1.2 that, which is equal to 3 tablespoons. Okay. This person found now. Poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. Must have finally slipped it in there. Heard it was a very special kind of poison. Yeah. Special kind of poison? How so? Well, I heard that it's almost impossible to detect. Oh, where would something like that come from? Sorry, all I know is whatever I overheard the police say. They said something about using an advanced chemical process to purify it. Chemical processes? Well, that's quite... Wait, chemical process? Did her former boyfriend find out? Is that how her ex-boyfriend Doug found out about this? Because clearly she killed him because he found out about her activities. Is that how he found out? Well, because of the chemical process? Impressive. Most impressive. Because how does chemical get something like that? He studied pharmacology, or basically pharmaceuticals. Basically. Wait, no, that? Yeah, we're gonna press that. That's the reason they didn't arrest you? Because no one could show how you could have gotten the poison? I think that's a good enough reason, Madam Faye. She is right. Yeah. I I see how... I do see... Yeah, I see the bit... Yeah, I definitely see the vision of, like, how Doug found out. And whatnot. How questions so the essence of the main reason. Most because of so how she could have done it, right? Oh! No, okay, so we think I know what I need to present. Yes! You wanna know how to get that kind of poison? I don't believe you. Yeah. What? In fact, you had an easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab. The boyfriend? You mean the victim? Doug Swallow? That's right, up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University. Pharmacology? The laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have attained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne seemed to have access to such poison after all. And then, it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't. The only person who could have done that, and the one sitting at his very table, was him. Order, could have been. That's definitely his name. Say something, Madam Faye. What is it, Miss Hawthorne? You know whether the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? You have to carry that much liquid. You need some kind of container. And now here's where we present the thing. That's true. I searched immediately after the incident took place. Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down. Exactly. But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they? She was right, and they even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could easily get rid of something that small. Excuse me, but this is a part of the law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof. For proof? She's got me go with that. How do I have it? I know about proof. The law, I'd add some evidence, and I'll have to disallow this line of questions. Red Leader, hello, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Objection indeed. We conduct a full body search of Dahlia entire courthouse. And yet the container hold of poison disappeared right after the crime occurred. How was your stream, Red? Was it good? You're going to accuse you of committing murder. Yes, Raid is a little suck. And where was the container prisoners carried? What happened to it? Now, here's where... At least... I think... That's my guess. Yes, okay, I'm right about it. You're supposed to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched. Who is this person? Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. So that was this witness accomplice? Of course not. She gave the poison to him, disguised as a present. What? But that's... That's a charming little necklace. Played Effie's cipher with a friend. Oh! Fun! I'm glad you had fun. Is this a little bottle? It's really cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye? I've got another ready to run. Yeah, fair enough. understand. It is quite late for you. Honestly, I probably should have ended when I hit the midway point for the stream, but here I am. So, the day that the witness man found for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago, August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. On the protest of life, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away. Are you certain there was a deadly poison in here? No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount. No! Order the car. Objection! Phoenix! You really gotta stop doing this! Please, realize, I need you to get out of, I need you to, stop. You're not even ready. I need you to stop objecting to Dolly, please. And just... Mr. I control myself. I won't even bully her like that. Oh my gosh. I'm getting April-May flashbacks. Oh, maybe this was why Wright was immune to her charms. Because he experienced it with Dolly and then realized, oh, to avoid this sort of tactics. Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to sign your seat. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? Why? But because I'm madly in love with her. Clearly. Madly in love? I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time. Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway? You did not just say that! Mia! Well, I guess you must be madly in love with me too! Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes! At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The reason that Dolly Hawthorne is dating you is... because of that necklace. Dolly was not, and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she is after is that bottle necklace you wear around your neck. Not my necklace. Back there in the rain, you said it yourself. So every time I'm Sarah, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. Dolly Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she's absolutely had to get it back. You're lying, Phoenix. I wish we were, but we're not. I never gave it back to her. To make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... I don't believe you. Well, Phoenix, you better... Oh, that's a lie! Sorry, Phoenix, but... Me, are you alright? The defendant, he's the only bandit really after him. Mia, are you alright? Yes, I think so. That boy, he went completely insane. Where's Mr. Wright? That's a like the bailiff gone, so he should be back soon enough. Thank goodness. Oh no. What is it? The bottle necklace. Miss Hawthorne's present. It's gone. What? That's terrible. Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me. Oh no. Mr. Wright. Oh boy, that's the only thing that could have saved him. What the places are we supposed to do now? If we get another to be continued, we're ending the stream here. Mr. White, this is behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court. I'm sorry. I find your apology is not enough. Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace? Oh, forgive me. I'm sorry. It's okay. Just give back the necklace. You idiot! Oh. I need you. Phoenix, get over her and start falling for Maya already, please. Thank you. You what? You ate it? It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it in little bits first, but yeah. I meant Mia. I meant Mia, not Maya. The age gap is a problem for me, especially since Maya is a minor. Maya and Nick are definitely sibling relationship. Definitely like sibling relationship types. I meant Mia and Phoenix. If I said Maya instead of Mia, I misspoke. So go out. Oh no, you've got to stop the charm. That's right. Are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? Oh, this one may have had some poison left in it. Oh, Pain, what do you want now? Oh, and Ace Attorney. You're right. She is. Okay. Right, I forgot that. Yeah, right. Right, I forgot that they aged. Well, not that I forgot, but I couldn't remember what their age was in Ace Attorney 1. Fair enough. I mean, look, I don't hate the Phoenix and Miles dynamic. I totally see why people ship those two together. But I just liked Mia and Phoenix. Like, it was one of the things like, oh, I found Maya and Phoenix as like a cute couple. And of course they went off and killed her, so I was like, so that's why I'm fine with Miles and Phoenix. Did I say Maya again instead of Mia? They really should not have named the two sisters and names. They're just confusing. Mental offense is proven prosecution's case for us. What? Clearly that bottle did not contain a deadly poison. How can you be so sure? I think that's obvious. You can see the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a fledgling defensive attorney overactive imagination. So let's see. Oh, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency. There, it's all right, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do.
It's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness Miss Hawthorne with my very life. You sure you're not just saying that because she speaks in a soft, sweet, innocent little voice? Which is why I can say that your assessment of her is completely wrong. Also, you're progressing, right? He definitely needs medical attention. If he ate broken glass. Yeah, the broken glass is not good for him. That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Wright, I cannot accept your explanation of the events, but why? This might be impossible for a beginner like you to understand, but in a court of law, evidence is everything. After I prove so much, is she gonna get away with everything? Well, now that the suspicion around Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to proceed with the trial. But this is alright? I'm sorry, Miss Wright. It's always up my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you. What does it? That day, the day I met Doug Swallow. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's gonna be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole poison from our lab. But poison?
Phoenix! You should have said this earlier.
Same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time too. Could only have been her. That girl is a thief. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. Is it true? Did he really say that? That's ridiculous. There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried he came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him. To get her leftovers. Yeah. Yeah. Probably. Like, I mean, that makes sense. Either that or she was poisoning Phoenix, but it was probably more so to cover up her tracks. What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly. Your Honor, the defendant is. Say, you tell them. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. Dolly stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? You put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, and there's only one possible conclusion. Well, let's believe that Miss Dolly Hawthorne stole some poison the night before she killed Doug Swallow. The night before. Naturally, her motive for stealing was to kill someone. Miss Faye? Yeah, sorry, Phoenix. We're not helping you. If you're so certain of this theory, let me ask you this. It's your last chance. Think carefully now. Okay, time to save. There's something that you just really want to get back there for. Second, who was this Hawthorne plan to kill? Yeah. Bye, Phoenix. There was only one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dolly Hawthorne's way, and that person was Mr. Phoenix Wright. Me? That's preposterous. Hell, it was Doug Swallow I was murdering. Well, it's true, that's how things work out, but let's remember Mr. Swan died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that could be.
But how can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Mr. Hawthorne were in love.
Remember what we said about how she just wanted the necklace, Judge? Do you have the memory of a goldfish or something? Did you get like... Did you have like a brain transplant involving goldfish's brain or something? Hang in there, I'll bring her to justice, I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was, and the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. That bottle necklace, that's all she cared about.
Even so, why would she go so far as to murder him? Yeah, well, I guess I'll have to get used to it then.
And I'm not and if that's the case,
I'm perfectly fine with the volume being as low as it is, because I can barely hear it, so... It might be.
Well, cafeteria, Dolly and Hawthorne could think of only one thing. How to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible.
No, it can't be. I mean, it makes sense that this would be the pursuit thing, so yeah, I don't disagree.
It was a pretty good move she made too. The evidence was missing for a long time, but there was just one big problem. Where was she going to hide the evidence? Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. One more time, Paul was a cherished other. He even showed it to everyone he met.
You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. White?
Correct, Your Honor. Mr. retrieved that piece of evidence.
That can't be true!
Beanie, what a joke you are. Honestly, how can anyone ever count on you for anything? I've told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me. But Miss Hawthorne, it appears that we're nearing the end of this trial.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh yeah, her eye was probably twitching.
Fine, I can tell you the plan will make me into a criminal no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne. We'll see about that, but first, where's your evidence?
Oh, girl.
Falling for some little crybear of a climax in the bottle as a snack. Hey, old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face?
What, Miss Hawthorne? What happened to you?
Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge?
Oh, I guess I should have been speaking in a different tone of voice for her.
Oh, well. With absolutely no proof, you treat me as a voluntary witness, like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now if you don't mind.
But we're not finished.
Fine. Then I ask this nasty old hag to finish up already.
Hold it! I can't let her get away with this. Stop, Mia! If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer.
The ultimate price?
You'll be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid.
Oh! Is that all?
Yeah, no. No, thank you. You know that doesn't happen.
You know. better think it over carefully, Miss Faye. Or should I say, Miss Gray? Well, Miss Faye? Time to save. Can you provide evidence that will establish her guilt once and for all? If I mess up here, my career is a lot over. To be honest, at this point, I don't have any evidence that's well founded. Even so, if I lose my attorney's badge and let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof. Impossible. You can't possibly. Stupid woman. As a parent court that there has already been enough discussion, therefore I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented. Just one. If you're unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright. I understand, Your Honor. I can just imagine the headlines of tomorrow's papers. Up and coming liar plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar. She's planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in the... If you ask it, you could just... Oh, right. But go to... Right. I keep forgetting about that ability on the Switch. Or, not forget, I didn't even think to use that ability for it that way. For me, it's just, like, save moments of, like, cool moments in games. I guess. Yeah, okay, okay, so I was thinking to present the bottle, but I was thinking of using it that she was going to... True, you can't clip in some games. So yeah, I was thinking to use the bottle to have it be like, oh, she was planning on framing Felix sort of thing. Because we know that she had it after... Because we know that he lost it afterwards. So... like after lunch, and he had it with her. So that's why I was thinking she took it and used it to frame him. But if she took it to use it to poison him, oh, that is a humongous penalty. Alright. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all. Killer X, Phoenix Wright, beloved gold medicine. Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of gold? I did. I still want to take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. What? Remember what the defendant said in his testimony? My arrest of our left the day of the accident. I always seem jolly just the two of us. She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. And then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some. Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, I was holding the medicine. Yeah, so you found out about it. I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence? What are you talking about? 8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace. She then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she accidentally run into in the reading room. My client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. He did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. As for the murderer, Dolly Hawthorne appeared. Of course, she was carrying the poison bottle of Cold Killer X. This is, of course, was so she could carry her plan to murder Mr. Wright. I wanted you to testify to go meet with the defendant. Yes, She heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime. Told what the defendant and victim were talking about, and what cut electrical cable. That's when she realized, I can't allow Doug Swall to live. He uses several electrical cable to silence it forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. On top of that, because of the power hours, Simpson showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state panic. Told that she was carrying that bottle of poison cold medicine?
Yep, opportunism.
What if they searched me like they did 8 months ago?
8 months ago?
Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way she did back then. She had someone else hold it, in this case, Doug Swallow.
I just realized the pun in his name. His last name is Swallow, and he works with drugs. And Doug is kind of sounds close to Doug. Swallow drugs, basically.
Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? The stupid woman, she's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Huh? Yes, that's exactly right. It's just exaggeration.
Mr. Plain, please just give up so we can end this case. I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. Some must hop on. This cold medicine. I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some? Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you to take some of this medicine right now. Mia Fey. Mia Fey. Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? That's just fine. For the time being, victory is yours. For the time being? Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but so I guess they encounter each other some other time?
Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay?
Why? Yes.
I'm going to spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best.
Yeah, and I appreciate not getting spoiled. Yeah, I'm assuming this case. And I appreciate it. I'm assuming this case has got to have some relevance if we're doing a flashback.
Ooh, it's finally all over.
I guess this is dude, give up. Oh my gosh. Well, but even your witness seems to have accepted it. I don't care. I'm Winston Bain. I don't believe one word this wicked woman has said.
Well then, Mr. Bain, let me ask you this. Yes?
Would you care to try this cold medicine? What?
have sworn you said... That's alright, okay? For example, I would trust the witness with Hawthorne with my very life. So, is she so trustworthy? I'm sure there can't possibly be any poison in here, right? Well, you see, yes. And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life? Wait, that's how he goes bald? From encountering Faye? I was not expecting that. Mr. Payne, about Dolly Hawthorne. Yes, Your Honor. I'll file papers for immediate arrest. Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was some suspicious matter from the very beginning. Liar! Don't lie, just admit you were wrong. By the way, Miss Faye? By the way, Miss Faye? Yes, Your Honor? Was it just me, or did you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne seem to know each other? Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearing on this case. Very well. Mr. Payne. This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing my daughter. Where's Mr. Payne? His love's a spirit along with his hair. Okay, Judge, you get a point for... I will admit, the judge... I'm not a fan of the judge, but he has amazing one-liners. And zingers. He's got that going for him. That's it. Does the defendant have anything further to say? It can't be true, my dear. Darling. Very well, then. I believe I'm ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. Oh, thank goodness. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Right, yes, right, I remember. Right, I remember. Yes, a podcast I listened to was talking about how is British. It's for and you know, for like and whatnot. I do remember that, but I just find it fun to say So or even though I know that's wrong. This court is adjourned. Like, I fully accept that I'm wrong with it, but I enjoy saying Yeah, Erm feels weird. Fair enough. Maya, you were wonderful in there. Wait. No, this is me up. Dang it, I said it again. Thank you for everything, Mr. Glassbone. Done the verdict. I thought my hemorrhoids were gonna explode like Mount Vesuvius. Dude, get yourself to a doctor. They're not supposed to do that. You have a problem. Mr. Grossberg, do you maybe think you could stop talking about them? That's rather rude. Anyway, this guy's ruined made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship and mutual trust with the client? Is this where he tells her about the case related to her mother? Cause Mia finds out about this one way or another. Is this how it happens?
Perhaps it would be better wise to have lost sight of this. No, I guess not. But I guess that's why he considered what eventually leads to her telling him.
Oh, Mr. Wright, congratulations! Was that said in an earlier trial that she already knew this?
I don't remember. It's fine. Like,
thanks. You know, I was thinking. Go on.
The dolly that I saw there on the witness stand, I don't think that was really her. What? Yeah, the dolly I know could never have said those kinds of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something.
Oh, Phoenix.
Ugh. I swear, if Dolly Hawthorne shows up again, I'm gonna be so annoyed. Especially if Phoenix continues to act like this. Boy, this poor kid still hasn't got fun. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake. Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little. What? I told my friend, everyone says I'm the most grown up. Eek! What kind of company does this guy keep?
Don't worry, Mia. You'll meet one of his friends. Ironically enough, that does show to be true until he reconnects with Phoenix. Well, to be fair, at the current moment... But wait. But at the current moment, Phoenix and Edgeworth aren't friends. And so... it would only be one. Unless there's someone else that she meets later on, in which case, I don't know about them.
Right now, I'm starting to become alarmed myself.
Oh, you didn't mean Android, yeah.
Yeah, she'll meet a future friend of his.
Yes, but at the... or past friend? Regardless, when she meets Edgeworth, he is not a current friend of Phoenix Wright.
That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department? Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend that I just really want to... Oh!
Yeah, I get... they're... okay, I guess I'll say they're estranged friends. It's probably the best way of putting it. They're estranged.
They're estranged childhood friends. Alright, I should be able to say... Okay, here he is. He's just telling her about Edgeworth, so...
I see.
Also, dude. I'm sorry, you're changing your entire life for this one friend. I mean, I know it's the same one, but... come on. Same as Faye. A lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right?
Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself,
but I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to study my butt up. I'm going to become a lawyer for sure. I hope we see each other again someday, maybe even in court.
Good news, Phoenix. You do. She becomes your mentor.
It's been 5 years since I was quite acquitted of all charges. Okay, so that explains how this happens. I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend. But me has passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. Yeah, I'm not surprised that I would. Case 2, on my spiritual... Right! I had forgotten about that. I had completely forgotten about that. It has been 2 years for me since I've played this game. So, over 2 years actually, but yeah, I completely forgotten about that. Where is that I thought would never rise to the surface again? Mia's gone now, but even so, I can hear her in my mind? What? No matter what, always believe you're quiet. In court and law, your greatest weapon is your belief. Oh, that's what you meant. See spirits. Is this what you meant by Phoenix can see spirits confirmed? By this instance? 5 long years ago, something happened that made me think back to her words of wisdom. Oh? But that's a story for another day. Yes, it is. It very much is. A brand new episode has been added. The Stolen Turnabout. Surprises. Right. Did I take you? Right. Actually, do I? No, I don't think I have a picture of that. Alright. No, that is, yeah, we're not gonna continue that trial. Cause we're at, yes, okay, we are going, I don't think there's anyone here that want to raid. I think everyone, yeah, it's a bunch of people. Yeah, I'm not gonna raid anyone. It's too late for me. And I don't see anyone I want to raid. So, yeah, thank you so much for listening. I think there's like, it says there's 2 viewers, so there's at least 2 people. Yeah, alright. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna be streaming next, but, yeah, but yeah, until next time.